The city park was calm that Tuesday afternoon, children laughing, dogs chasing frisbees, and the faint hum of life all around. But Michael Sterling sat alone on a bench, feeling like an outsider. At 13, he had everything success could buy, a thriving tech company, a penthouse view, and the kind of wealth most people only dream about. Yet that day, he had no meetings to attend, no calls to return, and no one waiting for him at home. That's when a small voice broke his solitude. "Excuse me, mister, are you busy today?" Michael looked up to see a little girl in a pink sunflower dress, her blonde hair tied neatly in pigtails. In her tiny hand, she held a crumpled $50 bill. She couldn't have been older than 7. "Not really," Michael replied gently. "Why do you ask?" The girl took a breath. "I'll give you $50. If you can be my dad, just for today." Michael blinked, unsure he'd heard correctly. "I'm sorry, what?" She nodded earnestly. "There's a school event, career day. Everyone's bringing their dads to talk about their jobs. I told my class mine was coming, but I don't have one. My mom's working, and I saved up. I thought maybe you could help." Her words spilled out fast. Trembling on the edge of tears, Michael felt something stir inside him, an ache he hadn't felt in years. "What's your name?" he asked softly. Lucy Chen." "Lucy," he said kindly, "I can't take your money, and I don't think pretending to be your dad is a good idea." She studied him, eyes shining with hope. "You look like a dad," she said. "You're kind, and you have a suit." Michael hesitated, torn between reason and compassion. "Where's your mom?" "Lucy." "At the hospital," she said. "She's a nurse. She couldn't take the day off." Michael sighed, glancing at the phone in his hand. "We need to call her." "Okay." Lucy looked down. "She'll be mad. She'll be worried." He corrected gently. He called the hospital and asked for Nurse Chen. A woman's voice came on the line, weary but kind. "Mrs. Chen, my name is Michael Sterling," he said. "I'm here with your daughter Lucy. She's safe." There was a pause, then panic. What? She was supposed to be at her friend's house. Michael explained the situation carefully. On the other end, a shaky breath. "Oh my goodness. She's been heartbroken about this event for weeks. I tried to get the day off, but I couldn't. She said it was fine, but I understand," Michael said softly. "If you'd allow me, I could go with her, not as her father, just as someone helping out." Silence. Then the mother asked, "Why would you do that?" He looked at Lucy, her small face full of desperate hope. "Because," he said, "sometimes the world gives us a chance to do something kind, and I don't want to miss this one." An hour later, after a quick video call and background check, Michael stood outside Lucy's school, holding her hand. Inside the classroom, Lucy introduced him proudly. "This is Mr. Sterling," she told her teacher. "He's my friend, and he's here to talk about his job." Michael smiled and began explaining how his company made technology that helps hospitals run better. He spoke simply, warmly, watching Lucy's eyes light up with pride. When a student asked, "Are you rich?" Michael chuckled. "I'm lucky," he said. "But real success isn't about money. It's about helping people." Another child asked, "Why did you come if you're not Lucy's dad?" Michael looked at Lucy and said, "Because sometimes, helping is what makes us family." After the event, Michael walked Lucy home. Her mother, Nurse Jennifer Chen, rushed to meet them, still in her scrubs. Relief and gratitude written all over her face. "Thank you," she said, eyes misty. "You didn't have to do this." "I wanted to," Michael replied simply. Jennifer invited him in for tea. The apartment was small but full of warmth, colorful drawings, laughter, life. She told him about raising Lucy alone, about the father who left when things got hard. And Michael listened, really listened. Before he left that night, Lucy ran up to him. "Thank you for coming," she said. "You're the best pretend dad ever." Michael smiled. "You don't need to pay me, Lucy, but I want to," she said, holding up her $50 bill. He laughed softly. "How about you keep that? Maybe we'll save it for something special." That moment changed everything. Weeks later, Michael called Jennifer and asked if he could take Lucy to the Science Museum as a thank you. He said, that one trip turned into many more Sunday picnics, school recitals, movie nights. Slowly, their lives began to intertwine. One evening, 6 months later, Michael and Jennifer sat on a park bench watching Lucy play. "Why did you really say yes that day?" Jennifer asked. Michael was quiet for a moment. "My father was never there," he admitted. "I spent my whole life chasing success, trying to fill the emptiness he left behind. But when Lucy asked me to help, I realized, maybe I could become the person I always needed." Jennifer reached for his hand. "You matter to us," she said softly. A year later, Michael and Jennifer were married. Lucy sprinkled flower petals down the aisle, beaming with joy. During the reception, she tugged on Michael's sleeve. "Remember that $50? She asked. He nodded. "I was scared you'd say no that day." "I almost did," he admitted. Lucy smiled. "I'm glad you didn't." Michael pulled out a frame inside it, the same crumpled $50 bill. "You never had to pay for love, Lucy," he said. "You just had to ask for it." Years later, that framed bill still hung in their living room, a reminder that some of life's richest moments cost nothing at all, because sometimes The smallest act of kindness can change more than one life. It can create a family. This story was brought to you by Whispers of Kindness, where every tale reminds us that compassion is the most valuable currency of all.